Welcome back to this commentated roleplay for Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. So, at the end of the previous installment, a certain unpleasant individual by the name of Tarnesh, I believe, accosted our party, but we managed to get the guards to do our dirty work, or Frederick managed to do so. So he has been taken care of, and now we are to enter the friendly army to locate Khalid and Jahira, friends of Gorion. I believe that Frederick also is not on maximum health points and has been travelling along with his different party members here for quite some time, so I imagine that perhaps some recreation and some rest is in order. So let us continue.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
Joppy, or Yoppy, Yopai, not quite sure how to pronounce. I can't stand the way the roads are cut off these days. My uncle's in Baldur's Gate, and I can't get there to see him. Okay, so how come the roads are cut off? And what does your uncle do? Oh, either statement seems more appropriate than the other, so let's begin with statement 1. Where you been these past few months? Oh, studying at Candlekeep, if you must know, Geoppy. The roads are crawling with brigands and bandits after every scrap o' iron you got on ye. Surely you must have fled some on your trip here, lest you came by the rest road, that is. So, a couple of statements to choose from here. Well, for your sake and mine, I hope the roads clear up soon. I'll see you around. Interesting. Why is the rest road still open? I believe that Frederick would be curious to learn a little more. It may be of use to him. If there's ever a book shortage, that road to Candlekeep will be most dangerous of them all. The most dangerous of them all, I should say. I assure you. Indeed, Joppy. It seemed quite dangerous whilst we were travelling upon it. But these folk are after metal, so they're sticking mainly to the larger trade routes between Baldur's Gate and guess what? This here inn is smack dab in the middle of it all. Oh, it all, I should say. Okay, so it seems that the majority of his brigandry is due to certain scarcity of iron and other metals, perhaps. There are encounters where with demons also. Good day then, Shiopi.
Yes?
A small amount of conversation, but
I need some ale.
First, we must be careful not to break any rules. So we must put away our weaponry. So, reassure that they're not going to be attacked immediately again. Party has sheep their weapons and shall now speak to certain members, patrons of this inn. So if we can locate these two friends of Graham. Commoner.
You have but to ask.
You're a long-tongued lout, ain't you?
Travellers, huh? You're the first group to come into town all day. Not many have braved the roads since all the trouble started up. We've seen only 10 new faces in the last month. Found a lot of bodies, unfortunately. And I'm not surprised given our encounters. Seems as though those roads are treacherous, to say the least. Good day. Speak to this certain Dawn character.
It's about time. Bring me another flagon of ale.
Interesting. I think you've mistaken me for someone else, or I am not your servant. Get your own ale. Oh. I believe that Frederick would be, given his recent or very recent encounter with Tarnesh, a little bit more cautious in his reply, particularly as this seems to be an orcish fellow. I'm not mistaken by the character portrait. I may be in error there. So I think statement 1, to be more cautious, is appropriate in this particular context. I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Then why do you bother me? Be gone.
Good. Nothing would please me more, Dawn. Good day to you. Journal entry. How rude. A brooding Hawthorne at the Friendly Arm Inn mistook me for a servant. I'd half a mind to tell him where to stick his jutting teeth, but decided against it. He looks like the sort who'd be handy in a fight. Perhaps we'll meet again under more favourable circumstances. Yes, perhaps this Dawn character could be of use to Frederick at some point.
I need some ale.
Let's continue.
I need some ale.
Couple of commoners.
Can I assist you?
Stay away. I bet you're those Zenthardim. I hear they turn women into goats. Snap of their fingers. I heard they were behind, I should say, the trouble in Nashkel. And maybe other places too. Just you stay away from me. I intend to. is this whelp character. Keeps making a racket.
I need some ale.
Arg. Look at these forks and tankards. This iron shortage shows no mercy on us drunkards and gourmands. Ah, at least you are insightful as to your position. Whatever could be wrong with your fork and tankard, is there any way I can help you? I don't believe that Frederick would be interested in helping well. That is against his character. But he may be interested enough to entertain a little bit of conversation as well. Whatever could be wrong with your fork and tankard? They be made of iron yet. They bend under the weight of the inn's meagre offerings, and a handle breaks on me tankard to spill this rat spit of an ale into my lap. Now, perhaps you could invest your coin into something more productive. Well, perhaps some books. Ah, Nessie, give me another. Well, that's all very interesting, Rob. Good day to you.
I need some ale.
Yes?
I need some ale.
Commoners again.
You're a long-tongued lout, ain't you?
Unless you're buying the drinks, I suggest you leave me be. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Oh, you were most helpful. Good day. What are these two individuals? Ah. Shahida and Khalid. We have been looking for you. Shahida, good to make your acquaintance.
How long must we wait here? Things stir to the south as we sit.
Greetings. You look familiar. Though it's not your looks. I'm not sure what I expected. But I believe you are Garion's child. You are correct. I am Jahida, and this is Khalid. Pleasure. Good to know you. You as well, Khalid. We are old friends of your adopted father. He is not with you? No. Sorry to say that he did not make it. I must assume the worst. Indeed, he was killed rather unceremoniously. He would not permit his only child to wander without his accompaniment. If he has passed, we share your loss. As noted, he is lost, Khalid. Gorion often said that he worried for your safety, even at the expense of his own. He also wished that Khalid and I would become your guardians. Ah, interesting. If he should ever meet an untimely end. However, you are much older now, and the choice of your companions should be your own. We could travel with you until you get settled, help you find your lot in life. Okay. Channel update. It would be a fitting last service to Grime, though we should first go to Nashgal. Khalid and I look into local concerns, and our rumours of strange things happening at the mines. No doubt you have heard of the iron shortage. You would do well to help us. It affects everyone, including you. We are to meet the mayor of the town, Baldur Gaskell. I believe that my two companions here, Zar and Montalon, I should say, also have a similar interest. Let's look at these statements though. Company would be welcome. I'd rather choose my own future and leave Goran's past behind me. I'll find my way on my own. I'm already going to Nashgal. My current companions wish to visit there as well. Oh. I suppose this is the question of if we can have these two members to the party as well, but I am assuming not. If that assumption is correct, then Frederick would be calculating at this moment who would be of more use to him, being of a Machiavellian nature. I believe that he would calculate that Shahira and Khalid here would be of more use given their equipment, seemingly superior, but also that they have a certain motivation that would be stronger than Zar and Montalon, specifically to honour the wishes of the late Grime. That obligation could be exploited by Frederick. So I think he would assent to this and ditch Zar and Montalon unceremoniously. Your company would be welcome, Shahira. Well, good. We'll leave as soon as you're ready, though it should be soon.
I need some ale.
Ah. It seems as though I may be mistaken. We are, in fact, now a party of 6. So Frederick has now quite a few helpers to his cause. So, update to our journal. Jahida and Khalid would have me accompany them to Nashgal. So, also, Zar and Montalon wish the same. So, considering that we can all travel, we shall do so. All the better for Frederick. However, I believe we shall speak to Bentley Mirrorshade here. Mirrorshade, I should say. Let's see if we can organise some rooms or at least a room for Frederick. The others may do as they will. So he may rest and recuperate. Certainly it would be useful in terms of being able to use his spells again. Let's see if we can achieve this. So it looks like we have a number of rooms here. And some items we may buy or sell. As well as a choice selection of drinks. However, I don't believe that Frederick would wish to be drinking or engaging in rumours at this specific time. He has had quite a vexing journey, and I believe he would wish to retire. So, regarding the appropriate room, I don't believe Frederick would be purchasing a peasant room. Although frugal, I believe he possesses a certain arrogance or pride, fullness in character. But I don't believe he would be wishing to part with as much coin as that which would be required to purchase a noble or royal room. So a merchant's room shall suffice. A favourite of the frugal business traveller. Very good. Rooms of this type are basic but comfortable. A good solid mattress and clean linen, for when one must awaken presentable, but not so pampered as to promote oversleeping. Rest benefit 8 hours, +5 to maximum hit points. Very good. We shall rent 30 gold pieces. Sounds a little steep, but very well, Bentley. Very good. Seems as though we have now rested. Now, let us consider what we shall do next. So, having rested Frederick and the party, let us now explore the friendly arm in a little bit. We shall see if there are any other patrons to converse with who may be able to provide useful information about our upcoming adventures, trips. And I believe it may be reasonable just to take a look around the larger grounds of the Friendly Arm Inn, and then we shall think about heading out again into the wild towards this Neshgal area. So let us proceed.
I'm gone.
How may I be of assistance? What is it this time? It shall be as you wish. Yes? I shall attend to it in a trice.
We have cook.
Yes?
Hey, You stays out of my kitchen. You'll mess up my art. Someday, I is gonna cook for the Duke himself. Betcha there's less fistfights in the palace. So as you can enjoy a meal from start to finish. Well, one would hope so. Not too much else to note here. Good day to you, cook. Commoner.
Pleasure to meet you.
What with the raids on iron stores and the trouble in the mines, it's a wonder we've any arms or armor left at all. It can't help but weaken the area, and I bet Am is just waiting for our guard to go down. I don't know what this particular reference is. I believe there's too much else to note in here. Just some basic wares. So let us reconvene with the party.
Yes?
We shall all head out.
I need some help.
How may I be of assistance? You have but to ask.
Lovely. The rain has started. Come on, you lot. What do we have here? Temple of Wisdom. First visit this Temple of Wisdom. Get some shelter.
You are welcome here in Garl Glittergold's sight.
Gadana Meadowshade. Is that a relative of the bartender? Seems so. For a bit o' respectful coin, we can cure what ails thee, if you need. Well, what sort of cures do you have available? Frederick would inquire. Interesting. So, healing. Looks like we may be able to purchase a spell. Quite expensive. Interesting. Looks like we can only purchase cure moderate wounds and cure medium wounds. Could potentially be of use. To donate, but I don't believe that Frederick would be interested in donating, being a rather selfish individual, unless of course it were of benefit to himself in some way, but I do not see some form of benefit at this stage. Potions of healing. We already have a few of these. Antidote, but that is pretty expensive. Interesting scroll. Stone to flesh scroll. That is pretty expensive too. Identifying service, but I believe Frederick would be skillful enough to do his own identification. Oh, Not too much else to inquire.
You have but to ask.
Seems not. Well, it looks as if we are heading out into the inclement weather again. Let's proceed. Oh. Passing shower, it seems.
You have but to ask.
I'd be curious what is in here precisely. Ah, just another entrance.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
We're just a commoner.
It shall be as you wish.
Where Frederick hid last night in that rather unpleasant encounter with Tarnesh. Just a storage area. What this structure is, but it seems to have no use. Okay. Well, let us move back towards whence we came. Wonder if they have removed the body. Looks like they may have done. Guards are still vigilant today. See, there's too much else to achieve here, so let us head into this courtyard area. Consider for a moment our upcoming trip. So we need to go to Nashgal. Trying to remember precisely its pronunciation, but I'm just trying to think what direction it was in. I have a feeling it may have been to the north, but I believe I may clarify that briefly. Seems as though I was mistaken. Nashgal is actually to the south, so we shall commence this journey. See how we do. Travel. It's a long journey, and it is night. Let us make sure that we have our weapons drawn. Well, having equipped ourselves, let us proceed cautiously.
You have but to ask.
so uneventful. Something tells me that is going to not last, though. Let's get to this point. Disease gibblings to take care of. Let's engage then automatically. Frederick shall stay back as he usually does. Hopefully the others
What is it this time?
shall take care of business.
It shall be as you wish.
Montaron! I never loved you!
Oh dear. It seems on Talon is no more. Killed by disease gibbling. A most unfortunate end. I don't believe that Frederick would be really feeling anything sentimental towards Montaron. He was of use to him. As you may say, a brief couple of words, but he would be leaving Montaron where he is. Not sure how that would go down with Zahir, but I believe that Frederick would not care. So, let us proceed further south then.
Yes?
Not a diseased gibbling, just a gibbling. Attack, please.
How may I be of assistance?
You stay back, Frederick.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Splendid. No injuries or deaths.
What is it this time?
Let's proceed a little further.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Kobold. Interesting. See if they have anything of use. Particularly. We shall leave this kobold for the ravens. Regards to the south, it's not where we're going. There's a suspicious individual. Proceed with vigilance. were you? Doubt.
Hey!
Must dash to Bedegost, I must. Governor Kelda must be told of the extra troops being sent his way. Bedegost is to be garrisoned in case of Amnian attack. Ah, so that is being referenced by that commoner in the friendly army. Though Anne has denied such intent. Of course they would deny it, the snakes. Make way for the messenger. Well, you better get to it then, and out. Continue south then. Well, it may be Beregost is en route to Neshgal, but it's difficult to say. Let us go to Beregost and see if we may inquire.
What do you need?
We have a certain Golin Vend. Need directions? You seem a friendly sort. You mistake me. So I thought I'd offer my services as a guide. Well, if you may be of use. What do you need from the town of Beregost? So we have a few statements to choose from. Perhaps we could just visit the local inn. Certainly, if you could direct me to an affordable inn, I would much appreciate it. Seems an appropriate response. We have many inns for the frugal adventurer. The Red Chief has basic rooms, though the clientele is a touch rowdy. There are also the Burning Wizard and the Jovial Juggler, which also have finer suites. The Red Chief is near the town centre, or centre of town I should say, as is the Burning Wizard. The Jovial Juggler is a bit further along and sits on the southern edge of the city. Well, that will do, Golin. Be on your way, but thanks for your help, all the same. No problem, friend. Enjoy your stay.
You have but to ask.
Very good. Seems like we have arrived at Bedegost. There are a couple of cows here. Get out of their way a moment. Wish to be trampled by domesticates or livestock. We have sheathed our weaponry. Don't wish to cause alarm with any of the inhabitants or guards. And I believe the next port of call is to visit one of these inns and perhaps rest again. Seems like we're travelling for several hours. And, I imagine the party, but more importantly, Frederick is feeling a little bit tired. So, I shall bid you farewell, and we shall see you in the next installment. Goodbye now.